mobile connection and the Wi-Fi. This sequence is dedicated to very simple practice or sequence that one might do before meditation or waking up in the morning just to get the body active. I'm going to show today first an adaptation using the brick yoga block for the knees and the tops of the heels. First of all, if you're not comfortable in this position here, you might want to try just folding the mat. So you can fold the mat one time for the knees and a second time just below for the tops of the ankles. So you have essentially a triple layer of support cushion for both areas. This is very comfortable. The other way, and what you see me doing here now for myself, is something called the gracious pose. So it's like the thunderbolt where we just were with the knees together, but it's separating them slightly out to the edges of the mat, toes in the back touching, and just take the yoga block and you sit on it like a bicycle seat. Or if you find it more comfortable, you can put it also horizontal. Just make sure you're really with the base of the spine in contact, so you have complete contact with the floor and you're comfortable. You get your shoulders back and nice alignment. This is key because everything with yoga is really about taking care of yourself and being comfortable. So that's very, very important. Okay, so let's go a little bit further here. I'm just going to just check the camera here because I have one little issue there. Something in front of the lens. Okay, I'll make a clearer screen now. This is the first time in this location, so just a little bit of startup issues here. But okay, so we'll begin now. Enough of the prologue. So reaching up, inhale. Remember, deep belly breathing, whole time. Inhale, exhale. Really filling that abdomen with oxygen. Looking up at the sky. Activate the fingers. Moving them a little bit like this, like you're tickling the clouds, so to speak. And now exhale, coming down, arms at a T. And reaching up again, looking up at the sky. Inhale, this time cross the wrists. Take a few breaths here, deep belly breaths. And the concept here is really simple. Lengthening, a forward bend, a back bend, and a twist. And that's really what the basic minimum you need to just get your day started, in my opinion. So now hands down on your knees. And what we'll do here is just a forward bend, taking the other yoga brick, or if you have a cushion in front of you, that's fine too. And your forehead needs to land there on the mat or the yoga brick, whichever is easier for you, so that you keep your self seated on top of your heels. And this way you get the full opening of the lower back and the upper back. So reaching up, just a gentle child's pose first. Inhaling deeply, and now exhaling, falling forward, guiding that forehead to the brick. Reaching those arms out, extending. Take a few breaths here. And remember, adjust your brick accordingly. If you get not seated still on your heels, if you're finding it too challenging that way, then just make the brick vertical. Keeps the alignment, everything in contact. You're grounded with the floor. And maybe this is better at the moment. So just go and adapt whatever's comfortable for you. Next inhale coming up. Reaching up to the sky again. Deep belly breath. Lengthening and straightening. And now this time, reach behind your back, lacing the fingers together, tucking the shoulder blades together, opening the chest, looking up at the sky. We're going to do the same thing as we just did before, child's pose, but modified for shoulders. And if you can, lift your hands a little bit off the lower back as you're coming forward and landing on the brick there. Gently with your forehead. Exhaling forward, raising those arms, the hands laced together behind you, upwards. Let's stay here for a few breaths. No reason to force or strain. And again, if you can't get your hands off your lower back, that's okay. The weight of the pressure of your hands just there on the lower back is also really good for releasing tension in the lower lumbar area. And now, on the next inhale, coming up, gently unlace the fingers, put the hands out in front, moving the fingers in piano player. There we go. And now the next inhale, let's reach up again. Lace those fingers together, turning the palms up. And exhale. Let ourselves swim to the left-hand side, opening that right torso. Close your eyes, stay here for a few breaths. Keep the head in the center. Don't rest it on the shoulders or the arms. Just keep everything in a nice alignment. Feel that opening on the right-hand side of the torso. And now, come back to center. Inhale. Again, looking up at the sky. And on your next exhale, when you're ready, swing off to the other side. Open left-hand side of the torso. Swing off to the right here. Again, deep belly breaths. Stay here for a couple breaths. And next inhale coming up. And exhale, release gently. Hands out in front. Let's activate those fingers again after having them laced together. And go the opposite direction. I call this the piano player. And now we'll do something for, like I mentioned, a twist. So you want to remove probably the yoga block if you can. If you find that's necessary for staying seated, then that's okay too. But I just think that having the complete contact as much as possible is really, really important for doing the twist. So for the twist, I'm going to just show you from this position here, so it's a little bit more visible. I'm using this little cushion to extend my yoga mat without having to turn it all the way around. The brick's going to go behind you. So either it goes here, sideways, or vertical, depending on what's easier for you. I'm going to put it sideways just for stability here on the edge of the mat. And we're going to reach up, inhale, and exhale. Left hand over the right shoulder, right hand just on top of that brick. This prevents the spine from going back and collapsing. Keep it vertical and looking back as far as you can. This is on an exhale. If you want to go a little deeper, try it on your exhale. Just staying here for a few breaths. Enjoy the pose. Make sure it's a comfortable spot. You're not forcing the neck or anything. Just opening that lower back. Yeah, a bit of the shoulders there. And now on your next inhale, coming to that back to center. Let's lengthen the spine again, reaching up. Deep belly breath. Couple breaths here. Really elongating and getting ready now to twist on the other side. So now, right hand on top of the left thigh, left hand behind you, exhaling, and just gently guiding your gaze as far back as you can go. Staying here for a couple breaths. Remember, don't collapse the spine. Keep a nice vertical posture. Deep belly breathing. And now reaching back, coming around the center. Inhale, extending up. And exhale down. Okay, now the last one, like I mentioned, forward bend, side for the torso, and something for the shoulders. And now we'll do a back bend. All this while just seated on the mat. So the back bend is very simple. Well, simple. I have to turn a little bit to explain it better so you can see the camera, but you want to put your hands in sort of a prayer fashion, or with the palms touching behind you, is scooting the fingers up as high as you can, technical yoga term, and trying to get the palms together, and then the elbows coming back. Now, it doesn't matter whether your palms touch or not. If you can just get the tips of your fingers touching, you've got that support of the pinky and the hand on your vertebrae. And so with that, you can just simply, wherever you're at, doesn't matter, pull the elbows back a little bit, look up at the sky, open the heart and chest, and feel a little bit of back bend here. We're going the other way. And this is the idea with yoga. Every position, make a counter position, thereby achieving the balance. So we've done forward bend, now we're doing a back bend. So just stay here for a few breaths. And on the next breath, release. Bring those arms out to the side. Piano player again. Get the fingers moving. And we're almost finished now. We're going to go into what I call power shavasana. This is very good for restorative and just a nice way if you need to have a quick rest after yoga or at any point of the day. This gets you the inversion of a headstand without doing the headstand. So you just get as close to the wall as you can. This is our power shavasana here. Close to the wall as you can. Really, glutes touching, legs completely straight, feet at 90 degrees, hands at the side, and just stay here calmly for a few minutes. And this completely adds like a very nice complement to what we've just done, and it has all the benefits of the blood circulation in the heart, receiving the blood from the feet as opposed to the other way around. Close your eyes, relax the shoulders, palms are facing up, and just enjoy a moment of peace here. And now just gently reactivating, moving the fingers and the toes, opening the eyes, and just bend your knees, roll to one side, put your hands underneath your head just for a moment, realign everything, and now hands to the side coming up. And that's it, we're done for today. I will put up the schedule for another class tomorrow. Namaste. Thank you for joining. And please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga, Meditation, CrossFit, and Skateboard channel. Have a great day. See you soon.